What's up guys, it's Jesse Tyler Ridgway here. This is actually our first video on this channel. Today I wanted to look at the Canon 70D or 80D versus the Sony A7 III. It's been a question on a lot of people's minds. Everyone wants to be a big YouTuber. What is the best camera for YouTube? And also, guys, look, 7080D is something I've used for years. I'm very biased towards the Canon products, but new kid on the block, Sony, I think has some features that you don't want to miss. Let's jump into it. What you guys see right here is actually around $6,000 of new camera equipment. We're super excited to show you guys this Sony A7 III unboxing. What's up guys, my name is Jesse Tyler Ridgway. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're doing a lot of tech reviews, finance videos, any kind of self-care tips. So appreciate you guys coming over from the McJuggernauts channel. But today we're going to be unboxing this new Sony camera setup and letting you guys know, is it worth it to get it for yourselves? Is it the best thing out there for YouTube videos? And I'm excited to get my hands on this because we've been rocking the Canon 70D for a while, and this has been a much needed upgrade. So let's get into the unboxing. So here's all the equipment that you guys just saw. This costs right around $6,000 for everything. I'm mainly gonna be focusing on the camera body and the lens here, but what you'll see on the sides, this is actually our audio equipment. I saw a lot of this. I saw iJustine use this setup and a lot of other big YouTubers. This is like digital wireless mic setup. And this is actually a mix amp with XLR adapters that actually has a shotgun mic attached to it. We're not going to bore you with those unboxings, but we were going to attach this to this rig because audio is very important. But let's just jump right into the body itself. So this is the Sony A7 III. I've always used Canon myself, so there's a completely different kind of color scheme. There's different technology that they use. This is actually a mirrorless camera. This is Sony A7 III, and just immediately upon holding this, I've actually used one of these before. Another YouTuber, Kid Behind a Camera, and Lance Stewart, they both have these kind of cameras. You can see here, it has the cap, goes into the mirrorless. That looks sexy as anything. Close that. Gentle. Just off holding it, I know a lot of YouTubers remove these little dongles here. They kind of get in the way. It's supposed to be for a strap, but most YouTubers, vloggers, they don't use the strap. Just immediately off the top, this is the biggest problem with the Sony A7 III. Most vloggers, they like to film themselves. I use that with the 70D. I've been using the 70D for around 5 years now, so this is a big change for me. But the Sony lens actually does not come out and around. You cannot put this on yourself. So if I'm vlogging, I'm basically just have to guess at this point. This is the biggest detractor. Why Sony does not have a lens that faces you in 2019 is beyond me. This is not a lens, this is an LCD. I'm literally gonna dub myself saying that. But what's crazy is that the LCD screen does not pop out. Like, we're in the age of YouTube, so for whatever reason, Sony does not have it, so it retracts towards you so that you can look at yourself. Is beyond me. Like, how are you supposed to frame a shot on yourself? Like, you basically need a camera person at all times. That's easily just right out of the box the biggest issue. You cannot flip this. I can't even flip this sideways. Just off feeling alone though, it feels very similar to the 70D, so I like that. We're definitely gonna remove these. They just become noisy and rattly. I'm just very excited to get my hands on this, really test out the picture quality and everything. Here's the strap, we'll just put that aside. There's our battery. It looks around the same size as the Canon. Nice. I heard that the battery life on the Sony is actually much better, so I'm excited about that. Our Canon batteries maybe last an hour these days. They've been through a lot. Here's a USB camera connector, so you can kind of log footage that way. This is a dainty little thing. Oh wait, is this? Oh, it's like an iPhone charger. This is the battery charger. No way, is it? I don't believe it. No.
Yep.
Is it? You have to charge it while it's in the camera? Oh, that's interesting. So you can't use the camera while it's charging?
You can't.
You can't?
Yes.
Interesting. So it's like using your phone while it's charging.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that. I guess that's cool. Alright. Then you have your standard instruction manuals, warranties, all that good stuff. So we're gonna unbox the lens here, guys. This is widely recommended to me. This is one of the Sony G Master lenses. It's got a 24 to 70 millimeter range, and it's got the 2.8 f-stop. Oh my goodness, it comes in its own little bag. Believe it or not, this lens here gosh, let me get this unboxed. Wow. You know it's seriously good when it has its own individual bag. Holy crap. Look at my hand just to really get an idea of how big this thing is. Holy goodness. This is like a Moe's burrito right here. This looks like it even comes with its own strap for the bag. This is the biggest lens I've ever had. Holy crap. This is just to go over the lens, just to filter out any light coming in. Holy good. This is like a telescope, guys. This alone is actually $2,000. This lens by itself is $2,000. That's as much as the Sony A7III. So these two together, $4,000 camera setup, and that's not, we're not even gotten into audio yet. So let's just get a look at the lens here. Now this is something, normally I treat my cameras pretty poorly. I'll take my camera setups out into rain, snow, extremely cold temperatures, torrential downpour, I'm using my cameras. When you have something that's like a $6,000 setup and something this beautiful, not trying to take this thing out into any kind of inclement weather. This is something you want to cherish. That's why you put it in a small bag, guys. I'm very excited to see how good. When you got this kind of size, let's be honest, guys, size does matter. And this thing, I think, is going to produce some really high quality video and picture. This is surgery right now. Feels like surgery. I really want to be gentle with this. Once this is going on, it's not coming off. Let's always make sure when you're attaching lenses, guys, see that white dot there on the lens, you just line that up right with the other white dot that's on the lens. Screw it. Wait till you hear a click, and it's tight. Oh my gosh. Believe it or not, this actually feels around the same weight as our Canon 70D, and that's with a shotgun mic. It looks heavier than it is. They've somehow made it very dense looking without having much weight to it. Oh my gosh. Let me get a battery in here and let's see how good this thing is. I just had to take a moment off camera to really understand all the different ports here. I was looking at where to put the SD card, and it's actually really slick. It's more safe than a lot of the cameras I've seen. There's actually a switch here that you flip and it opens up the compartment, and believe it or not, it actually has two different slots here. It's got two ammo slots for your SD card. So you really want to maximize the amount of available space to shoot with. You can. I've not seen that. That's pretty cool. Alright, get that in there. I think we do have some battery, so I'm going to turn this thing on, and we're actually going to cut in to some test footage with the Sony A7III. Let me just get this thing set up. So the A7III is charging right now. We're going to give it 15 minutes. In the meantime, we are going to unbox our audio wireless interview set. This is a Sennheiser brand. This I got off of the recommendation from a lot of YouTubers, a lot of ones that do interviews, but that do more sit-down videos that require kind of a higher quality audio. There's a little mic head there. The main thing I'm interested in, honestly, is the lavalier mics. That's probably what I'm going to be using predominantly. I like this. You can hide the microphone and still get crispy quality audio. This looks like an AC adapter. There's a lot going on in this set. So I got some cables, littler clips. This looks like the wireless mic pack. Kind of check audio levels. Let's see, where's the little... This looks like... Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the heck any of this is. This is a XLR cable. What is this? Is this a receiver? It's like a freaking inhaler. Pretty beefed up microphone here. Honestly, I could get a nice mic stand and get a desk set up and kind of talk into this. So this is a full set. I think it's around maybe $600 to $800 depending on where you can find it. I would check out Amazon. You can get Amazon Prime. This was all shipped in 2 days for maybe like around $800, which you're getting every kind of mic setup you would need. You really want to focus on great audio quality if you're doing kind of sit-down videos, more interview style. I mean, really, sometimes the audio matters more than any of the video that you're going to do. Lastly, guys, we have our Sony XLR mic adapter kit. So this is a neat little case here. Now, this is great. This is something we're probably going to leave on the camera. So this actually goes right on the shoe on the top of the camera, right here. This will go there. This is for a shotgun microphone, and then you can also check audio levels, and it even has another couple inputs for, as you just saw, the previous digital wireless mic interview set that we have. We can plug in. We can get two different kinds of audio, and it's great because it actually goes through the camera. So when we edit this, all the audios, the couple layers of audio are right there. It makes it really seamless, whereas some audios record separately, and then you have to try and cut it in together, and it becomes really annoying. I love this case. This is pretty awesome. Here's a little XLR adapter. Here's the actual microphone itself, and our little wind muff. Looks like a small rabbit's tail. I'll be honest, guys, I cheated a little bit, and since you can use the video camera while it's the battery's charging, the quality is unreal. I've never seen it. Like, after using this camera for so long, I'm super excited to show you guys what the video is. So we just got our mix amp audio set up, and you can see here we have two XLR inputs. This one actually going to the shotgun mic. You just kind of clip it in there. And then we already have our wireless receiver for a lavalier mic plugged into the second input. And what will happen is we're actually going to take this and we're going to put it, as soon as it's done charging, on the camera. We'll show you that in the next shot. We're going to get some beefy quality audio here. I'm super excited. It's going to be really crispy. Wow. Guys, we're shooting on the Sony A7III right now. I have right down here my little lavalier mic, which is clipped to my shirt, and I have the box that came with our wireless interview set right here. So I tucked that into my pocket there. I can only imagine how crispy the video quality is right now. And we also have the shotgun mic picking up 2 layers of audio right now. I'm curious to see how the autofocus is when like moving around, or even how the lighting looks when it's changing. This is something I really like on the Canon 70D or the 80D, to where it really adjusts appropriately according to where I'm at, and the face tracker is pretty good too. Doesn't it have like an exposure setting or something on there? So you can adjust. So are you adjusting that on the fly right now?
I am now.
So it has automatic adjusting to lighting and focus, but it also, you can manually adjust the exposure as you're going?
Yes.
That's incredible. How does it look?
It looks good.
Really?
I can get used to like the opposite zoom. Right.
So that's something you guys need to understand, is that if you guys have been using Canon for a long time or Sony for a long time, they have completely inverse zooming spins. You just got to twist it the other way, but it's something you guys can get used to. We're actually going to do a side-by-side test right now. I want to see the video quality compared on the 70D compared to the Sony A7III. Let's sit down and let's check this out. This is a side-by-side comparison, the Sony A7III and the Canon 70D. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Well, welcome back to crap, which is the Canon 70D. No, it's not crap. It's great. It's done its job for us. I actually just loaded the footage onto my computer from the Sony A7 III. This is actually going to be my first time watching footage back using this camera. Let's see how quality it is and if we think it's worth the price you pay. Let's see. Let me get the audio going. Here we go. And I have the box. This feels bizarre. It feels like when we shot the documentary on these big cameras. Guys, this video quality is crispy, and if you hear the double layered audio, that's because we had the mic and the shotgun mic, which now going forward, we can eliminate one of those sources, which would probably be the shotgun mic, because this will come out crispier. But we can also play with that, and oh my god. Wireless interview set, pocket there. Wow. I can only imagine how crispy. It is crispy. Exposure setting or something on there? Oh my. So you can. Oh my gosh! So you're actively adjusting the exposure. How does it look?
It looks good.
It looks good. Guys, look. The question that we wanted to pose with this video is, what is the best camera for YouTube? What is the Sony A7 III worth the buy? We're going to use the Sony A7 III, and I'll give you my final answer. So in conclusion, guys, I do gotta really hand it to the Sony A7 III. I've never seen a camera with this quality for this cheap amount of price. I know it doesn't sound cheap, but compared to some of the really high-end cameras that you'd be shooting independent films on, I think it's a great value for the buck. The question that we posed in the beginning, though, is it the best camera for YouTube? Look, I can't lie. I love Canon. I'm a big fan of shooting, running and gunning with this camera, the Canon 70D or the 80D. I would still recommend this, even though it's like 4 or 5 years old now, maybe even 6, that this is the best for vlogging. You get the LCD to flip around. It's affordable. You could probably spend $1,000, maybe a little over for the Rode microphone, and just be able to flip the LCD and vlog with this. That's perfect. However, if you're doing videos, say your sit-down videos, tech reviews, more professional-looking videos, or interview, man-on-the-street interviews, you can do that with this. If you really want to upgrade your setup, highly recommend the Sony A7III and all the products that I used here today and opened up. I will put these in the description if you guys want to check it out. Like I said, it is a little expensive. You're looking at around $1,200 for this versus like $5,000 for that whole setup that Nick's holding right now. But you can see the difference in quality. If you have the budget, if you really want to upgrade your production, highly recommend that camera. And 70D, 80D if you're running and gunning could be a really good combination. But alright guys, I'm sure, I can't wait to watch this footage back. Guys, drop a subscribe if you enjoyed this video and really smash that like button. It really helps support the new channel. Guys, we got lots of new videos to come. I'm super excited to get rolling, and we're going to get a now professional setup with this camera. But guys, hope you really like the quality of this, because you're going to see it in every video to come. Alright guys, I don't know how to end this. I'll see you in the next one.